Hello and welcome. I'm Joseph Hoffman, and in this piano lesson, you'll learn how to play my intermediate version of Silent Night, which will be perfect if you're a more experienced pianist with 3 or more years of piano experience. If you're looking for an easier version of Silent Night, check out my easy or super easy level tutorials. All right, let's get started by checking out the sheet music. Here's the sheet music for this intermediate level version of Silent Night. Let's start by checking out the time signature. When you see 6/8 in a piece of music, what does that mean? Well, the 6 tells you how many beats per measure. That's the top number, so we know we have 6 beats. And the bottom number tells you that we have 8th note beats. 8 for 8th note, so we have 6 8th note beats per measure. Every 8th note will count as 1 beat. So we have beat 1, but that's a dotted 8th note, which means it's going to get half of beat 2, and this little 16th note gets the and of beat 2. 1, 2, and. Here's beat 3 on that 8th note, and this dotted quarter note gets 4, 5, 6. It's equal to 3 beats when we have 6/8 time. So that rhythm is 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you clap that rhythm with me? Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have that rhythm again. Let's clap it. Go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when you have a quarter note, again with an 8th note as the beat, that means a quarter note gets 2 beats. 1, 2. Here's beat 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Played on the piano, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, let's try to play it. All right, let's start by tackling the right hand first. What's our position? We've got finger 3 starting here on treble G. Now, if you feel confident in your sight reading skills, I would encourage you to pause the video and try and figure out as much as you can on your own. You can do that right now if you like. Otherwise, let's take a look at it together. We've got finger 3 here on G, and the first 2 measures we get, let's count the beat as we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Then finger 5 has to shift up to this high D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. So notice that I had to shift my finger 1 down there to hit that E, then finger 3's back here on the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now we've looked at the first 2 lines, the first 8 measures. I'd like you to pause now and make sure you've got that really solid so that you can play on your own measures 1 through 8, right hand alone, really confidently. And I encourage you to count the beat out loud as you play. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember to keep it steady, and that will help you get all the rhythms correct. Pause to work on the first 2 lines on your own right hand alone, and then press play, and we'll look at the last line. All right, now we're ready for Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Finger 3 has to come up to D. 1, 2, then we get a chord, heavenly. Finger 3 shifts to C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And notice there's a fermata on this chord, so you can hold it extra long. And then we'll go on. Now, here's perhaps, actually, before we go on, let's let you practice that. Pause the video and just practice these 2 measures. Sleep in heavenly peace. Hold it extra long. Pause to work on that on your own, then press play to go on. Now, for these last 2 measures, I want you to be very careful of the fingering. If you follow these finger numbers, it will help. We have this C with finger 3, then finger 1 plays G, finger 2 is going to glide over. See, while your finger 1 is holding that G, your other fingers are going to glide over. 2 plays E. Let's just practice those 3 notes. Watch one more time. Sleep in. Now you try. Go. One more time. Let's do it together. Finger 3 on C. Sleep in. Pause if you need more practice on that. Otherwise, let's keep going. Then we have heavenly. So notice we have a chord, C and G for hev, and then unly. Heavenly peace. And we land on that C. So all together we get sleep in. Heavenly peace. And you'll hold that for 6 beats. Pause the video to work on those last 2 measures, right hand alone, then press play to go on. Now let's try putting the entire right hand part together from the beginning. Pause if you'd like a little practice time on your own. Otherwise, let's try it together. I'll count 6 beats and then we'll start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finger 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Finger 3 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Finger 3 shifts way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now, if that's all you want to tackle today, great. You know the melody. But if you want to keep going, let's tackle the left hand. And once again, if you feel confident in your sight reading skills, you can pause it right now. Try and learn as much as you like on your own. And when you're ready, you can keep going. Or if you'd like to just hang in there with me and check it out together, that's great too. So let's go ahead and look at the left hand part. We start with a finger 5 and a finger 3 on C and E. And we go 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. And because our left hand is the accompaniment part, meaning it's not the melody is the part that we would sing, and the accompaniment supports the melody. So we want the left hand to be very gentle. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't bang those notes. You're going to wake up baby Jesus, right? You want to play it gently like a lullaby. All right? Now, let's try this first measure together. Go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. I went ahead and went on to measure 2 because it's the same as measure 1. Okay, pause the video and work on those first 2 measures on your own, left hand alone, until you feel confident, and then press play to go on. Now let's look at measure 3 for the left hand. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finger 1 comes up to that B flat. Now pause the video and work on measures 3 and 4 on your own, then press play to go on. Good, now let's look at line 2. We've got this chord. What is that chord, by the way? It's an F major second inversion chord. Look at that. So 5, 2, and 1. 5, 2, and 1 is the correct fingering. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, and 6. Let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Now pause the video and work on those 2 measures on your own until you feel confident, then press play to go on. Next up, we've got this F major second inversion chord again. 1, 2, 3. Now a cool chord. The D sharp diminished chord. D sharp, F sharp, A. Use fingers 4, 2, 1. So watch, we go from this F major second inversion chord. 1, 2, 3 to this D diminished. 4, 5, 6. And then we shift to this two-note chord, just an E and a G, and then we finish with 4, 5, 6. Let's put that all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now pause the video and work on those two measures until you feel confident, then press play to go on. Now let's look at the next two measures. We have 1, 2, 3. Then finger 2 is going to cross over to that G sharp. Notice we have B, F, G, G sharp, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fermata, you'll hold it extra long. So watch that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause the video to work on those two measures by yourself, then press play to go on. All right, after that fermata, now finger 1 is ready on that G. 1, 2, 3. Then here finger 2 is going to cross over just a little bit to get up to that A flat, which makes a really cool sounding chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you try. Go. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we play this chord. 1, 2, 3. That's a D diminished chord. Try it. Go. 1, 2, 3. And then we decrescendo very softly for a C major chord to finish it out. Try it with me. Go. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that a cool sound? This D diminished. 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. This is a beautiful arrangement of Silent Night. An arrangement means a composer takes an original melody and adds some special chords to make it, well, special. And this arrangement is by one of our Hoffman Academy teachers, Aaron Bernstein. We're really grateful to have this beautiful arrangement. Listen to these last two measures with both hands. Nice, huh? All right, now we've gone through the whole thing right hand alone. We've learned the left hand alone. For the next few days on your own, you can review the right and left hand alone, and then as you're ready, tackle putting it hands together. It may feel tricky at first, but just take it 2 measures at a time, kind of like we were doing today. And a little bit at a time, you'll be playing the whole thing. Let's listen to the entire arrangement of Silent Night played hands together. Great work learning how to play Silent Night today. I hope you enjoyed playing it. Merry Christmas and happy playing! Mr. Hoffman, where did the song Silent Night come from? Well, it was first performed on Christmas Eve in 1818 at the St. Nicholas Church in Oberndorf, Austria. The people of Austria had just lived through a terrible war. And when the war was finally over, a young priest named Joseph Mohr was walking late at night around Christmas time. He was inspired by the peace he saw, so he wrote a poem that began, Stille Nacht, Heilige Nacht. What does that mean? It's German for Silent Night, Holy Night. Oh, so the original Silent Night is in German? That's right. Joseph Mohr gave the poem he had written to his friend, a musician named Franz Gruber, who composed a melody for it. Then, on Christmas Eve in 1818, just over 200 years ago, Silent Night was performed for the very first time, as these two friends sang it together in harmony, while Joseph played the guitar.
Do you know what I learned about Silent Night?
What, Princess?
During World War I, on Christmas Eve, many soldiers from both sides completely stopped fighting with each other. They sang Silent Night and other Christmas carols. They even came out on the battlefield to play games and trade things.
I love that story. Is it a true story?
Yes.
Princess is right. It is. Wow! Christmas was able to stop a whole war? It did for a time. I think Christmas helped to remind them that we're all brothers and sisters. And instead of fighting with each other, we should be sharing with each other. And playing games.
And singing.
That's right. We should do more of all of those things. And not just at Christmas time, but all year long. Thanks for sharing that story, Mr. Hoffman. And you too, Princess. You're welcome, Scuba. And Merry Christmas to everyone at home. And Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas, Mr. Hoffman.
And Happy New Year! Aww.